take this extremely seriously, as we have been for the last year and a half and more of the presidency. At the NIH, what we've done is we have established the Autism Data Science Initiative, which started almost a year, actually more than a year ago, where we funded a dozen and more major research teams to answer the question of what is the cause of autism. It's a complicated biological phenomenon. It's not going to be a simple answer. It will have, as the Secretary said, potentially genetic predisposition, but that cannot possibly explain why we've seen such a large rise in autism.
Task Force on Safer Childhood Vaccines was established by Congress in 1986, but went dormant in 1998. Last year, after nearly 3 decades, this administration reinstated it as required by the statute, and yet it was discontinued. And you restored that congressional mandate. The task force is already working to expand vaccine options, examine the timing and sequencing of childhood vaccines, strengthen safety monitoring, advance research into alternative adjuvants, and continuously evaluate risks and benefits using American and international evidence.
How embarrassing, huh? You got the Secretary of Health looking like a chihuahua, shaking like it's having a seizure, sounding like it's in the middle of an earthquake. You got the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States of America, looking like a roofie victim. And now the perpetrator don't want to violate, talking about you didn't realize how gross he was before you slipped it in his drink. Well, it's too late. It's kicking in. Get that boy some Narcan or something. He nodding off. He nodding off, bruh. Fighting the war on drugs where? He need to fight the war on drugs inside his blood system, bruh. Ain't no toupee could never. Ain't no bird's nest on my head could never. Turkey ain't never been that fly with it. For me to not realize that this is an 80-something, damn near 90-year-old man that needs to go to a nursing home, bruh. He falling asleep looking like he might not wake up, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all over there with your fingers crossed, you know you wrong for that. You know you wrong for that. Because let me tell you something. Because whatever comes after him is going to be a lot worse. It's going to be a lot worse. RFK Jr. really looking like we need to get a healthcare proxy on file immediately. Immediately, we need to know. Get this boy an attorney. What they say? What's that person called? When they can sign all the documents for you. You know what I mean? They take a conservatorship. Whatever they did to Britney Spears, they need to do that to Donald Trump, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, just keep him away from dancing naked on the screen or something. It's ridiculous, bro. And this is what I mean when I say Trump is bigger than the program. It's a fact. It's a fact. This is the clearest example you'll ever see in your life, because the same people that clowned Joe Biden, coined the phrase Sleepy Joe, are the same people that are looking past this right now, making excuses for it. Because before, it wasn't about having a competent person to run the country. You understand? It wasn't about that. It was just about having Donald Trump himself be the person in power to run the country. Nobody else can fall asleep, but Donald Trump can fall asleep because he's bigger than the country. This is the example you need. I don't know what else to say. If you don't see it with this, I don't know. You literally have inflation going through the roof. We fighting 2 to 3 wars. 2 to 3 of them ain't even our own real wars. We got prices still going high. Masked armed police gunning down American citizens and arresting nurses at airports. You understand? You don't think we should have somebody awake for that? Like, I think we should have somebody smart, educated, confident. But if I can't get that, can I at least get somebody awake? Somebody conscious? It's funny, like, it's not even the first time this happened. I remember these are the same group of people. What was they called? The QAnon people, the people that was running inside pizza shops because they thought that they had kids in there. Are the same people that tell you to look the other way when it comes to the files. These are the same people that are like, yeah, I wouldn't be mad if he did a 3rd term. a third term, he really gonna go to sleep. He don't even need a lullaby. He don't need a bedtime story. He don't need to get burped, nothing. You know what I mean? Just change that boy diaper and he going right to sleep like a 3-year-old. You know? Meanwhile, Obama made it look good. At least Obama could stay awake. You know what I mean? Like, golly. I don't even think Kamala would have fell asleep. Y'all think this would have been y'all think this would have been worse? I mean, not worse. Y'all think she would have been worse? Y'all think Kamala would have been worse? She at least would have been alert and up. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Insane, right? Again, like the same people. No new wars. We got to put America first. Let's fight at least two wars for another country. That's a fact. Let's fight 2 wars for some tiny hats. You know what I mean? Like, let's do that real quick and look the other way. You know what I mean? The elites, they messing with the kids. Shut the pizza shops down. That's not pepperoni. What's a Epstein? Say people, what's a Epstein? Nah, bruh, they didn't even know each other like that. Over there hugging Donald Trump, Epstein over here, arms over each other's shoulders, 12-year-olds running around in the background. Come on, man. Come on, man. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Gross, embarrassing, disgusting. Man, if I was China, I'd look at this and be like, yeah, bro. Nah, I can't even say that because they don't even know how to fly missiles. Everybody messed up in the game, man. Everybody messed up in the game. But you know what I think is worse is the fact that it's not even Donald Trump that upsets me. It's the people that love him that much. It's the amount of passes that he gets, because it will start off like this, but in the future, and I don't even think it's gonna be that far in the future. It might be 2 presidencies from now. Somebody's gonna take it a little bit too far, and people are gonna be already conditioned to let bullshit like this slide. It's a sleeping president now, but later it's gonna be one that's really using masked. Actually no, even better. It's a president ordering masked police officers to go arrest immigrants now, but soon it will be you later. It's funny, I saw somebody talk about it was like a debate between because you know Tasha K's in the news, FBAs are upset. It was something, and they was like, we're born here. They can't arrest us and send us anywhere. And in my mind, I'm like, they can arrest you and just send you to jail. Like, that is no longer a far-fetched idea. Like, nothing is off the table. When you look at the future and the precedent that the president has presented to us, I can see this coming from a mile away. It's us that's always targeted, and then we're gonna be like, where did this come from? You know what I mean? How did we get here? This is how we got here. They told us the criminals and the people that are doing the worst of the worst, but instead they switched it up to nurses at airports who've been in the country for years, paying taxes, doing what they gotta do, not one criminal record. That's how you move the goalpost. And at some point the goalpost is gonna land on you and they're gonna kick a goal. Come on, man. I'm not Nostradamus. I don't even think I'm that smart. I'm not. If you think that this is like, look at who's running the country. This is just the starting point. Obama was really the last era of a competent president, competent leadership. If they weren't competent, at least they faked it till they made it. Then Joey, Sleepy Joe, old boy looking like he's lost. He don't know where his Alzheimer's medicine is. That boy's struggling to read the teleprompter, calling out people's names who don't even exist, stuttering, all type of stuff. Then you got Donald Trump over here falling asleep, saying dumb, wild stuff. What you think is next? Well, you think it's normal after this? They've already conditioned you to accept the BS. Best thing I can do to attack the other side. Forget about building something for us. We're going to destroy whatever they got going on. Every law he passes is really based on some shit to be reversed that somebody else who's on the other side did before him. At least that's what it feels like. You understand? Nothing new, just the opposite. You think that shit's just gonna stay the way it is? You think it's not gonna get worse and worse and worse? Stop playing with yourself, man. You know the vibes. I'm out of here.